Hi Cancers, this is going to be your reading from September the 15th to the 30th. I hope everyone is having a good September so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. That would be super, super helpful. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising, because these are general readings, so just take what resonates and take the rest, or leave the rest, is what I was meant to say. Thank you for all being here and supporting me. If this is your first time here, I'll let you know I just start with an angel oracle guide, move into traditional tarot, and then back to oracle at the end. So, the angel guide oracle you got this week was Holy Love. And I've actually never got this card. So this is going to be something new for both of us. Holy Love. You're blessed to receive this card today, for it shows that you are being surrounded by loving energy, and the cup of your heart will be filled until it flows with goodness. Angels are the angels who are with you now know that at times you can feel unloved and unappreciated, and this can block your experience of love and appreciation. The divine energy that is surrounding you at this time is to help you melt away any blockages so that you can be more open and receptive to love and appreciation that you deserve. Your angel guide is encouraging you to view yourself in a loving way and give yourself permission to be loved. If you have been holding back for a while and you are ready to share the love you have within, this card is bringing the message that it's safe to do so, safe for you to do so. Angels of love are gathering around you in an awe and celebration, for you are finally willing to remember how loving and lovable you are, and the heaven is guiding you to see that you deserve a loving relationship, loving experiences, loving acceptance from the world around you. This card marks a milestone in your own self-awareness and acknowledges the steps that you have taken to claim your worth and to recognize that you deserve to be loved and respected and to feel good. It also acknowledges a new level of spiritual openness, which draws even more divine love from your angels and the Creator. You are loved beyond your wildest dreams by the power and the presence that created you. Though receiving this acknowledgement that love, you will create even more loving experience. Sorry, let me say that again. You are loved beyond your wildest dreams and by the power and presence that created you. And through receiving and acknowledging that love, you will create even more loving experiences in your life. Oof. Deep and beautiful. We love that, Cancer. Especially for you, because I know as a sign you guys will appreciate that. Let me just take a moment to pull some tarot cards. And then I will get into your reading here. I usually take a few seconds after the cards come out as well, just to feel your energy, and then we'll pop to it. Okay. Alright, give me a second here. I mean, this is a Cancer reading, but my eyes are welling up. I'm feeling the strength with you again this week, Cancers. I feel like things might not be easy right now. Feel like maybe we have to really, like, with this Seven of Wands here, we have to really stand up for ourselves and stand up for our boundaries. I'm just getting that, like, I don't know how I'm seeing this in my brain, but it's like literally you like holding back tears, but you're still standing strong in a way here, Cancer. So again, I just feel like there might be this combative energy against you this week, or in these 2 weeks here. And again, it could be from someone else. It could be for yourself. Maybe it's your brain that is telling you these things and you have to really stand up for yourself and be like, no, that is kind of untrue here. Maybe these messages that are coming in are telling you that you're unlovable, telling you that you know, all those kind of negative thoughts that come into our brains, you know, the devil on our shoulder being like, you know, you're unlovable, no one loves you. Things like that come into your brain and you're like, well, that's not true when I think about it, but why am I thinking these thoughts, you know? So you might have to stand up for yourself that way. I will say this, maybe some people are kind of being very forward with you or feeling like attacking you in these 2 weeks as well, in a way, or you feel like a lot of abrasive energy from people is what I'm feeling. Again, stand in your power here, Cancer. You got this. Stand up for yourself. we have the King of Swords in the reversed here. And the King of Swords in reverse could represent an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be someone that is maybe a boss figure here as well, because it's someone that really enjoys kind of power. But they're very cold in how they kind of communicate, very dry. Maybe sometimes they hold back communications. Maybe they are, they kind of reply in kind of such a cold way that you're just kind of like, kind of what is going on here? This person can be saying negative things to you as well. Maybe they are being like unlike, what am I trying to say here? What is the word that I'm trying to find, Cancer? Like unnecessarily like cold to you, or like mean. Like this could be like mean words as well. And you're just kind of like, whoa, like I'm putting up a kind of a boundary here, because I'm just feeling like this person is kind of attacking me in a way. We do have the Queen of Wands kind of in the upright here in this kind of spread. I don't know, with this Queen of Wands, I'm feeling more, it's like your energy here, Cancer. You're kind of feeling, even though none of these cards are water signs, it's just feeling like there is kind of this like energy of you just feeling empowered, feeling creative, feeling abundant here. And I don't know why I'm getting more drawn to that for you here. So I've got to just say, stay in your passion, stay in your power here. Don't let things knock you, especially if you are a woman. This doesn't represent just women and men here, but there are kind of there is a woman here in the middle surrounded by two kings that are in the reverse. So I will say it, I don't read gender, it's just masculine and feminine energies, but there might be this kind of feels like this almost kind of attacking ground from two different signs here. We have the King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords reversed. So that's an air sign, and that is also an earth sign here as well. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus here. If it's not that, it's just people that are like really kind of after their own gain, really after like their own financial gain here as well. They don't really care about you. They don't really respect you. And that's the energy that I'm feeling here. And you might be having those questions this week of being like, okay, well, like you're saying these things to me here, but like, you know, what incentive kind of do I have here? How are you kind of like respecting me in this situation? You know, I see myself as this kind of Queen of Wands. I see myself as this person that is creative and passionate here, but you two are kind of just cold and kind of just after kind of corporate gain. This might be someone in relationships that, or maybe people you're dating right now. This could be, it feels like maybe work people here as well. And you're just like, I'm just kind of like not being respected here. I don't know why I keep kind of feeling that. This idea of kind of not being respected or feeling like you're being respected. And I think this is maybe causing this idea of feeling like unloved, because these people might be kind of coming after you or kind of attacking you in this week. And you're just kind of just like, no, I'm not going to stand for that. I'm going to kind of stand up for myself here and defend myself in this situation. We do have, I lied before, I was like, there's no water, but there is a water sign. This is the Scorpio death card in reversed. It just means we're not letting something end here. And it kind of feels like we're kind of maybe, again, going on with these people. Maybe this is a back and forth, and you're like, nothing is actually getting solved here. There's no kind of compromise to whatever it is that is happening here. So there is something that feels like it kind of wants to end here. Feels like something that we were over with, that we are done with here, and we want to move on from Cancer. But again, it's not, I'm not gonna lie, it just does feel like a lot. Even though you are kind of standing up in your own power, it feels like we're holding back tears while we're doing it. But you know, that is the most Cancer way to do things. We have the Three of Cups coming out here, which is celebration. And I don't know if this is, I can pull one more card, but I don't know if this is kind of like a celebration. Yes, Cancer. Yes. So, it is a celebration with the Three of Cups. This is kind of celebrating with friends. This could be parties, weddings, groups events, meeting new people in the community. But because we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reversed here, which is feels like the celebration is almost about kind of really proud of ourselves for like seeing how far that we have come here. When it's in the reverse like this, it means we're not doing that. We're not appreciating ourselves. We're not valuing ourselves. We're not seeing the hard work that we have done. Maybe you're feeling like other people aren't seeing this here as well. But I feel like you're going to be like really proud of yourself here for standing up for yourself in these 2 weeks, for being like, no, that's not true about me. And I think you're going to see that there is kind of a major growth in that. Major growth on how you kind of value yourself, a major growth on how you kind of see yourself here as well. The World. Yeah, big cycles coming to the end for you. We have the World card here, which is kind of about an ending, a cycle changing, a cycle coming to completion, right? It feels like this cycle for you that we were going through is, there's been a lot of hard lessons for, again, standing up for ourselves, standing up for our own energy, is what I've kind of been feeling here. Because it is this energy of kind of like defeat that has been happening for us. Maybe you have felt like a lot of things have been against you, or people have been against you the last little while here. But it feels like whatever chapter is closing, that this kind of defeated energy is kind of going to dissipate here. And it's almost just like not like, how do I put this? It's almost just like not being like, you know what, you win. I don't even really like care anymore. You're like, I'm not investing anymore. Because now you're just kind of, these two people or these kings that are kind of up here, you're just like, it's not worth my time. And that's giving yourself self-love. That's standing up for yourself here. So it's not defeat by any means. You're just walking away. It feels like you're just kind of just like, no, I'm done with this. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm over this. We're moving past this. That cycle is done here. I'm prioritizing my rest. I'm prioritizing my well-being, my healing here, my kind of recovering with this Four of Swords, meditating here. You know, you're just like, it's not worth my energy. And I think this is like the really important thing that is coming for you, kind of Cancer. It's like, why am I fighting these people who are just like so stuck in their own energy that, you know, they don't even really care about me. They don't really care what I do here. Because maybe you won't show me value. Maybe you'll make me feel unlovable. Maybe you'll make me feel like shit. But I don't kind of deserve that. I don't. And this is kind of this energy that I'm getting from you. And yes, it's emotional, but again, it's a cycle where you are learning to stand up for yourself. It's a cycle where you are finally prioritizing yourself, it feels like. And if these people won't show you love or show that they will appreciate you or care for what you do, then you're like, okay, I'm happy to walk away. I'm happy to move on. And that's why the Six of Swords is out here. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move away. You know? I feel like you're done not feeling valued anymore. You're done feeling like, you know, taking a beating here, or kind of constantly always feeling like you're in conflict. King of Wands coming out here as well. You're ready to kind of do your own thing. It feels like do something like maybe a little bit more creative, a little bit more that really showcases your kind of talent here. And you're going to find the kind of right connections, it feels like, to do that in these 2 weeks. Yeah. Once we move away from this energy, we're going to be so much more happy. It feels like with this kind of Eight of Cups, because this is all about kind of wish fulfillment here as well. And if it feels like Cancer, if this is like a love reading for you, it kind of feels like you're getting to this place of this kind of emotional contentment. You're getting to this place of feeling good about yourself and really prioritizing that, really prioritizing your kind of emotional energy and feeling good and feeling kind of happy and grateful with your life here. And this is why I'm saying that maybe this is a relationship reading for you, because we have the Knight of Wands in reverse and we have the King of Wands popping out here. So the Knight of Wands is kind of about people who, I like to call it like fuckboy card. This is my fuckboy energy card. People who are kind of, you know, everything's amazing and loving at first, but then they kind of like distance themselves, or they only kind of want that one thing. They're not really in it for kind of the long haul. They're not really kind of in it for a plan here. The King of Wands is someone who is a king, honestly, is that kind of king energy. Someone that is passionate, that is ambitious, that is fiery here. I don't know if this is, again, someone else coming into your life that's a fire sign. Maybe some of you are starting to date, or if this is not a dating thing, it's just kind of you, you know, it's just kind of being like, you know, I am this King of Wands. I'm putting that energy on myself. I am a king here. I do deserve the best. I do deserve to be kind of treated well. I know my talent. I know my skills. And that's what the King of Wands kind of really represents, is just knowing, and you know, deep in your soul that you have that talent, that you have that drive, that you can do this, that you're confident in yourself. Instead of this Knight of Wands energy, instead of this fuckboy energy of being like, you know, I'm great, and then kind of disappearing for a while. Really nice empowerment feeling that I'm feeling kind of in my chest here for you, Cancer. You might be, I don't know why, but I just kind of like got bopping to music too. So you might be just feeling like maybe you're putting on that kind of playlist or energy that's making you feel like, you know, getting out of that crying, or making you feel like that kind of bad bee energy, you know, that bad bitch energy. Because I just got that kind of like almost like music playing, but like from headphones kind of in my ears. So you might be putting those on this week to kind of pump you up, to remind you of who you kind of truly are, Cancer, and you're not going to let people kind of walk over you anymore. Because your emotional happiness matters. Cancer, why are you not trusting yourself? Why are you not listening to yourself? This is a question that you got to ask yourself today. We have the Nine of Swords coming out, which is talking about sleepless nights. It's talking about stress, talking about anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like we have a lot on our plate here. High Priestess is coming out in reverse, which means we're having a little bit of blocked intuition, where we're not really listening to ourselves, listening to what our gut is saying here. And they're saying that this, because we aren't listening to ourselves, because we aren't really hearing what our gut is saying, since we aren't following that, since we aren't kind of trusting that, we're having all this kind of overthinking, all this kind of anxiety, all these kind of sleepless nights. So what I would say for this is just get grounded, connect to your intuition. If you have to connect to your spirituality, if you have to do meditations to quiet your mind, right, with this Four of Swords here as well, to kind of get a different perspective on things, then do that. Here, because we do have the Justice card coming out, which means this situation will be just for you, whatever it is here. Karma is on your side. This is all about karma. This is all about things going right for you, things being just. Libra energy here as well. I'm just trying to get more on this. Yeah, it feels like just kind of like just believing in the karma in the world. It's not like you kind of like debating to kind of change people here anymore, or feeling like having this kind of combative energy with other people, or not walking away from things when people aren't really respecting us. You're just like, I know that the universe, I know that karma will kind of do its job here. And I feel like I don't really get this from this, because sometimes this can represent law here as well. So maybe some of you are kind of in a legal situation right now, but if it's not, it's also feeling like, which usually is the Hierophant, is kind of the universe kind of speaking card. It's anyways, talks about like that, religion, things like that. But this is kind of also feeling like you're like trusting that they will kind of get their karma in a way, trusting that it will come back to them kind of tenfold in this situation. And we do have the Ace of Swords coming out here. So there is going to be this moment where your thoughts just clear, and you kind of get that aha moment, and you kind of know what you kind of have to do here, Cancer. It's like that mental clarity. I think whatever it is that was causing us to overthink will be cleared by the end of these 2 weeks. It's funny because we have this kind of judgment reverse. So it's just kind of an error in judgment in our own part, followed by the Moon card, which is a Pisces card, which talks about our own kind of delusions. It talks about things that aren't true. It talks about kind of our shadow work here as well, or things that are kind of lurking in the shadows. For me, it feels like this Moon card and this error in judgment is what we're creating, things that are not real. We're not saying, we're creating these kind of mirages in ourselves, connecting to kind of like the darkness of that, of being like, of being like, it's like, can be like things we say to ourselves, that we're like, oh, I'm unlovable, which is not true at all, which is not true. But we say these things to ourselves, and we create these kind of false ideals. And that's what kind of this Moon card represents, is this kind of a delusion, or not really seeing things properly. And so that there is this error in judgment with not seeing things clearly or properly here. Also, I have a feeling that it talks about connecting to our intuition as well, not really listening to ourselves, using that part of ourself, the moon energy here, for that, for using it for its purpose. It's almost like, again, we're not seeing things. Everything has been clouded here, and it's feeling like we're feeling a little upset about ourselves for believing something here, or not seeing things clearly. But again, it's just a mini lesson for you here. And that's what they're saying with the tarot card reverse. You saw the crack in the situation. It wasn't a full like collapse, but you saw that something had to kind of change here. And you saw your delusion, and you're like, you know what? I fixed it. I changed it. I'm working on it here. Because what I was doing before is I was kind of having a mirror over my face. And maybe creating situations or creating ideas of people that weren't true, until I saw kind of like their actions here. It's almost like someone was like Prince Charming. Again, this could be dating, but can represent work here as well. But it's almost like seeing someone as like a Prince Charming, and you're like, wait, how did I miss A, B, C, D? You know, how did I miss all those red flags? You know, how was I so in a haze? How was I so not seeing the truth of this kind of situation? But they're just telling you to have strength, okay? It was just like a mini lesson here for yourself. But it seems like we are past it, or we are moving past it in these 2 weeks. I got 2112 on the board, so 2112. I know there's something about mirror numbers that is popping up. So if someone can explain it to me in the chat, that would be great. With that kind of mirror number specifically. But just putting that out there because they reverted my attention to that. So, we have Cornucopia, Wish Fulfillment. It's a great card to get. An abundant harvest or a great blessing are waiting for you. You may even find all your wishes fulfilled. That is this kind of Eight of Cups card here as well. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, or romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done the important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you have planted in your energy in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant way. So get ready, for the greatest feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now, and Spirit is plotting all of your effort. So, good job, Cancer. You also have We the Hathors. This is from the Starseed Oracle deck. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life, and the Hathors are here to remind you that you are a child of the Cosmic Mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love. And that's funny because it's kind of connecting to the Holy Love card, so this is a great card to finish on. Deep love of the mother's embrace. Hathors know the journey on life can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. This card is of the extreme potency of femininity, of creation, and of birth. This is kind of Queen of Wands connecting to that energy as well. You're being called to mother yourself and to others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, and to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember that you're placed in this web of life, and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If you're being reminded that you are being reminded that you're cradled in this sacred container, that you are more held than you can possibly imagine, and have access to more love in your heart than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being encouraged that things will work out, and to open yourself to receiving an overflowing love and Cosmic Mother flooding towards you in every direction. Let it stretch your heart. I allow deep love from the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I am loved and I am held. You are held, Cancer. You know, just remember that. Things are getting better for you, it seems. So that was the end of the month reading. I hope that helped.